Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are all doing well. Uh, Got to talk about something and the way it's affecting things right now. Yesterday, we had a transfer of power. We have a new regime, and there's a lot of questions on all sides of that situation. So I'm going to try to kind of thread the needle here. I think that one thing that we can all agree on is that. You know, this game should have been played on January 1st because it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. I think the brackets were a little bit wonky. Could have done a better job on that, but it is what it is. And congratulations to Ohio State. Moving on. Rates, mortgage rates are improving. They continue to improve after that recent spike that we had. There's going to be a rate slide in the other slides that I sent over right now at this moment this morning. We're at about seven even on the conventional with no discount required. So we're back to that place where about 1% discount can get a conventional loan to about 6.625, give or take, down payment size, credit score, and stuff like that. Uh, FHA, VA, and USDA, whoops, those are in the low sixes right now with no discount. And it might cost a little bit, but we can get into the upper fives on that stuff again, too. So we're trending in the right direction for a couple of reasons here. Uh, First of all, talked about this last week. The day after that meeting, the number for December's consumer price index came in lower than expected. There was a fear that it would not because people tend to jack up their credit cards during the Christmas holiday season. And it came in a little bit lower than expected. So that means that our spring here could have some real positive effect on mortgage rates as we take these higher numbers out of the calculation and add in numbers that are closer to something like this. So, hey, fingers crossed. So far, so good. We gained back the ground that we lost, and hopefully we'll keep to actually improving this year. So, what's happening with all this? Well, as of this morning, Tuesday morning, reports are that the market is less worried about tariffs that will be imposed on other countries by the new administration. They're thinking that maybe they are a negotiating tactic. A lot of things are happening with just the threat of tariffs. I don't know. Who knows? But these things, the end game, the ugly part of it tends to be we get in a tariff war where everybody's putting tariffs on each other. Everything becomes more expensive for the consumer. Inflation. Okay. Also, the markets are happy about deregulation coming in and opening up things like banking a little bit. And again, that CPI number that came in for December is indicative of us having the inflation numbers where the Fed wants them by the end of 2025. So it's good stuff, positive stuff. But I want to talk about real quick what is a tariff. So you can refer to this definition or just look one up. Tariffs are taxes imposed by one country on goods imported from another country. China, your cars, we're going to put a 25% tariff on them. So they're super expensive for you to bring them over here. So you got to raise your price. There are trade barriers that raise prices, reduce available quantities of goods and services, think supply chain, and create an economic burden for foreign exporters coming into this country. Tariffs are paid when a good or services are imported into a country. The cost of tariffs result in higher burdens on international trade, which can harm production. So right now, the president elect is talking about tariffs February 1 on Mexico and Canada. What that's done is that's kind of brought Mexico and Canada into the negotiating table to try to avoid that. Nobody really wants them. I don't think he really wants them as much as he might say. A little more bark than bite on these. So hopefully we don't see that. That's kind of the thing, the big question mark. Right now, the market is thinking a few more rate cuts this year, but the big thing is it's going to be backed up by improving inflation numbers. So the outlook at the moment is good. We'll see what happens, right? Thank you.